Hi everyone, this is Usha Pandit, your Mindsprings English teacher. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to press the bell notification, especially if you like my video, and do share it so that lots of people know that I'm doing vocabulary videos like this one. Today, in this vocabulary series, we are going to do the word got. So we take these simple words and look at how we can, by simply changing it to other words, how we can improve our speech and writing. That's what we are doing in the series. So let's take this word got, simple word. I got tired. I got a pen. I got a house. You know, this word got is kind of used very commonly. Or we say I took up a job. I took up is still, it's a phrasal verb, but I took a job, which may not even be a very nice, or I got a job. That's sort of very colloquial use or very simple use of words. So let's see how we can change that. So instead of got, you can use this word acquired. It's a nice word. So you can acquire a house. So you can acquire a whole bunch of material things. You can acquire a car, you can acquire some furniture, you can acquire office space, you can acquire big things and you can acquire small things. You can acquire very simple things like maybe a mixie for your kitchen, or you can acquire some a lipstick, can be anything, small or big. That's the physical stuff. But you can also acquire a reputation. That means you are building your work and your achievements to a point where you acquire, that is, you gain, that is, you get a reputation, that is, everyone knows you and everyone knows of your good work. You can acquire fame, for example. On the other hand, you can also acquire name. Okay, so there are many things that you can acquire. The other good word to use is the word possess. Okay, so you can possess things, you can get things and you can possess things. So I possess a necklace, I possess a car, I possess a house. Again, all the material stuff you can possess, which is another word. Acquire means to actually buy, to possess means to own. That's the difference. But we often use this word got instead of that. So I'm just giving you some so instead of saying I've got a pen, if you say I possess a pen, that sounds better. So that's how you use the word possessed. Okay, but they actually mean own and to buy, or to get in a way in which you earn something. That is acquire. Whereas possess is that you just have it. You've got it already and you're talking about it. So you can also possess, again, you can possess a reputation, you can possess a title. All of these are used. So things that are material and things that are abstract and stuff that is not tangible. All of these are used with the word possessed. The other word for got is when you take by force something. So he snatched the purse of the lady, off the lady. OFF, off the lady. He snatched it off her, mean he got it or he took it by force. So this word snatched is a better word than saying he got her purse or he took her purse or something like that. You say snatched it off her. That's a good word to use. You can also snatch power. You can snatch credit. You can snatch a position. So all of these, the word snatched is a negative word, and it somehow shows that you have been doing some kind of manipulation or sabotage in order to get that. So it's not a positive way of getting things. But the snatching power, for example, is what often used in political circles. You might use this word grab. Now, when you say grab, for instead of saying he got attention, if you say he grabbed attention, that shows that there is a certain magnetism about it. He grabbed the attention of the audience. Or you might say you must write in a way your opening should grab the attention of the audience. Instead of saying you should take the audience's attention or you should get the attention of the audience, instead of using get and take, try and use a better word, grab. You can also grab a bite. One way of saying, we're hungry, let's grab a bite means let's stop at a restaurant and eat something. Grab food, grab clothes. You can use it in that sense also, this word grab. Or you can say grab the ball if you're playing a game. So it can be used in the literal sense. The next word I've got for you in this series is appropriated. To appropriate, like that snatch. To appropriate means to take it, not always by fair means. So when you take something, where you manipulate, where you take something that is not rightfully yours, you appropriate. So you can appropriate somebody's work. If you take it and if you claim that it is your own, then you're appropriating their work. You can also appropriate a title or some credit, or you can appropriate a title. So lots of things can be appropriated again. The word embezzled is to take money which is not yours, which is a crime. So if you take something from the office accounts and you don't put it back, you're not supposed to take it at all. But if you do that, and if you're caught, and if you do it with the intention of cheating, then it's called embezzled. So instead of saying he just took money from the office, you just say that he embezzled the money, would be a criminal act. Robbed, of course, everybody knows. That's an easy word again. On stole, these are common words that are used. This word plucked is a good one. So you can pluck something. It means that you almost didn't get it, and then you snatched it. Like snatched, but it doesn't have the same sort of crudeness. Snatched has got something like as if you put your hand out and take it by force. That is not there. To pluck is it's more fine, that taking away. So you can pluck courage, for example. So idiomatically, when it is used, you pluck up courage, which means you bring it up. Your courage, your natural courage that is there, which is lying low, you pluck courage and then you do something that is really beneficial. Or you can pluck a flower, of course, which is the normal one, or you can be plucked from the jaws of death. If somebody comes and rescues you, you can be plucked literally from the jaws of death. Means you were going to die and then someone helped you. So this plucking is a nice word to use instead of saying got saved, that sort of thing, right? You can be again torn from something that is disastrous. You can be torn from a disaster. So you can use it that way. Or wrenched. All these words, snatched, plucked, wrenched, or wrestled. All of these words have got the same kind of meaning, which is to take quite by chance or by force, or by design, where you actually worked towards something. And sometimes it's not always ethical. Okay, so you have to use that carefully. But they are nice words to use instead of using got and took. Okay, you can use it with property also. All these words can be used for property, which is where a lot of people go to the courts, or it can be for child, what do you call it, for those legacies that you acquire or you get, or it can be for custody of children in a divorce. All of these, when you talk about them, these are some of the really good words that you can use. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson, and I hope you start using those words profitably in your speech and writing and do better at English. So till we meet again, keep smiling. And by writing with ease, it's got all these wonderful words. You'll find it on Amazon, you'll find it on Flipkart, and on our website, www.mindsprings.in. Till we meet again, goodbye.